Imagine a world where your brainstorming sessions are smooth, efficient, and maybe even a little fun, which makes filming and editing all of your videos that much easier. I can't go another day without showing you this hidden tool within Canva. It almost feels like cheating. Canva Doc is currently the only project type where you can get the drop-down menu. This is really beneficial too because it's where all of your greatest brainstorming sessions are going to happen. Let's click on Doc so that I can show you how to get a drop-down menu. The first option you have is to click the plus button. This is going to pull up a menu. At this point, type in the word drop. If you do not get one called drop-down with actions, then that means that you may not be in a Canva document. Notice that there are no document drop-downs because there are none currently in this blank document. But there's creator drop-down, which we will talk about in a little while, status, rating, effort, timing, priority, and approval. We're going to go back to the home page so that we can look at each one. Presets are great. They provide you easy options, and all of these presets are going to be in each document. When you customize them, those custom options won't be in future document types. That's something to keep in mind, but I'm going to give a little tip on what you can do later on. Let's really quickly review. I said plus sign, but you can also type this key on the keyboard and that menu is going to pop up. Click drop down here. You will see all of these that are on the document are right here, but let's click effort and there's the drop down menu. I don't see myself ever using blocked. I'm going to delete it in this document. In that document, that specific drop-down menu, should I copy it and paste it in many places, will not have that option. All I did was click the delete button. We're going to look at changing colors here. You can actually click the drop-down and then click text color and change it to whatever you want. That will change the drop-down color of the one that's showing, but it's not going to change the colors of the rest of them. Go into the drop-down menu, hover over the one that we want to change. Maybe it's this one that says neutral, and click on option color. This will allow us to choose a color that we want to use and give us a preview of that color. Can you change the font? Instead of clicking edit, we're just going to click this, Canva Sans. I'm going to go to the fonts. Let's change it to one that we know is different, Anton, and it changes all of the fonts within the option. What if we don't like the words that they use? Click this. What if we, instead of not prioritized, didn't want that? Maybe that's just too wordy. What if we did hold instead? Let's click done. Now it says hold instead of not prioritized. It's all in what language you want to use. Priority. You can actually move these around. Let's say that you didn't want it high, medium, low. You wanted it low, medium, high. All you need to do is left click and drag these to the order that you would like. You can add options to the presets. Let's click this. Declined, feedback needed, approved. We're going to click an option and you can add, keeping in mind it's not going to add an emoji. I'll show you what you can do if you want an emoji for your drop-down menus in a little bit. In progress. Customizing presets is awesome, but you can also create your own drop-down menus. Just like with the other one, click the plus sign, type in drop-down, click create drop-down. You will have 3 options that come up for you. Just like in the presets, you can edit them. For example, tutorial. You might say research video. You can click it and then type in your items. I'm actually going to delete this one and show you the custom one I built for today's. There it would be not set. Transition scene. Anything that I wanted to film that was a transition from one scene to the next. That's what that is. Tutorial. This is one that's a little less scripted, but it's the meat and potatoes of the video when I'm teaching you how to do the thing. The other thing I have is the call to action. These are just friendly reminders that remind me that this is the call to action that I want during that segment of the video. I use this for scripting. I mentioned emojis. To be honest, it's a little difficult to get them, but let me show you what to do. Type the colon. I think it's the colon. Is it the colon? The colon. That's a weird word. So you type the colon and you can search for emojis. Let's say that I wanted mouse, computer mouse. There it is. Let's say that I know I want video, camera, or something like that. I would take the icon I want and I would copy it. Control C. I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut to pull that up, drop down. Let's just do a preset and do timing and just add a new option so that I can show you. I'm going to paste in Control V, the video camera, and go film. I can change the anything I want about that too. Let's make it red. Click back, film. You're going to get a sneak peek behind my brain and why these drop-down menus are so useful. Here's the document I did. We're just going to scroll down first. All of these originally were not set, but I changed it. Are you a YouTuber struggling to organize your video ideas? Imagine a world where brainstorming sessions are smooth, efficient, and even fun. Welcome to the power of drop-down menus in Canva. That's not exactly what I said, but it's pretty close. When I drop down, not rated, not for me, neutral, love it. These were different ideas. In the information button that I gave myself, I asked Magic Write to write a video script outline. I took that information and only kept points where it said narrator said neutral, not for me. I did not like that idea. In fact, what I could do is highlight that and give it a strike through because I know that I'm not going to use that. Needs work. I did my first outline and script video ideas. Here was a transition at the beginning. I called it transition. It really was an intro, but I just needed one option. Transition, tutorial, call to action. Tutorial, teach how to get into Canva Docs. Mention the recent video about how to use Canva Docs as a creator briefly. I forgot to do that too because I wasn't looking at my doc, but I had it in there. Then I did a title brainstorming. It brainstormed the video ideas for me and then I rated them. Not rated, not for me, neutral, love it. I added an option to it, might work. I even did some strike throughs on them to change the words and indicated my preferred word instead. I took those and just pulled the ones that I loved, including the one that might work. I put them in order of my favorite to least favorite, keeping the intro in mind. Those were my 3 favorites. Ranked them very high, medium, low, very low. I asked Magic Write to take the favorite titles and whether it aligned with the intro I had written and got information and asked for recommendations for improvement. After all of that, I got my top 3 titles. Organize your video ideas with Canva Dropdowns. Streamline your video planning with Canva tools and Canva's secret weapons for YouTube video brainstorming. I started working on my thumbnail, and this is all before I pressed record today. I looked up YouTube brainstorm inspiration. These were 2 that I really liked. It wasn't that I liked the thumbnail concept itself. I liked the idea of the wording. Feels like cheating. Content creators need this with the computer. With that in mind, I created 2 different thumbnails that could use all 3 of the titles. Feels like I cheated. I could use title 1 or 2, and then there was the intro, and then creators need this with the intro, and then I asked Magic Write to come up with a combination. I read it. I mean, I didn't read it. I said it, and then I wound up cutting part of it. Find these drop-down boxes so incredibly helpful. I only imagine that I'm going to increase using them. I mentioned that if you do a custom drop-down box or you change things with the presets, it's only good for one thing. I'm going to recommend this. You're going to create a custom preset document. Let me show you real quickly what you're going to do. Here's the button that I really like. So I'm going to Control C this. Then I'm going to go Open Doc, go to Home, open up a brand new document and then paste in this one. I'm actually going to add that new option that says not set, or maybe I will make it the name that says video outline. If I had something else that I wanted to do, let's look at Dropdown. What if I want to do a timing one, not prioritized when? I could copy and paste the buttons in the design, but if I'm creating different things, I can Control Enter and have them at the very top of each design. When I'm starting a brainstorming session for YouTube, I can click File, make a copy. It's going to make a copy, and then I can title it Video 3 Brainstorm. That way I can just copy and paste this here with my to-do lists. Using drop-down menus to prioritize video ideas, titles, and even scripting is awesome. But if you're not using these Canva doc tools for your next brainstorming session, you're missing out. I'll see you next time.